Okay. Sorry that I'm a little late. I said 5. But yeah, things weren't working on my end. Ta-da, new backdrop. Woo. Uh the talking heads weren't working. They were askew. So I had to fix that. And I had to fix that by waiting for my IT boyfriend to come over to fix it for me. So I'm here now. Anywho, I I'm going to be working on um this piece here. I got done the background a little bit. I wanted to work on the background, so ta-da! I'm just gonna probably be fixing it up a little bit, doing some commissions, doing some various doodles, and seeing where I go from that. Anyway, so ta-da! I am just putting the links everywhere. Yeah, again, sorry I'm late. I had to fix some things on my end. Took a little bit, but I'm happy to be here. Anywho, just gonna dip for a moment and then get to drawing when I come back. Hi, farmer! Boost the mic, it's really quiet. Yeah, I can try. I'm just scared because I get loud. So, that's why I don't want it too loud for, but I can put it up a little bit louder if you want. There you go. I hope that's a little louder for you. Just setting up my playlists since everything is copyrighted. I need to set it up on my phone and then put it on a separate earpiece so I can still listen to things because drawing while things are quiet is eerie.
You never know when someone will appear.
You're here.
Yes.
Alright. Just looking for my tablet pen now. Hi, Andy. Hearts.
I think my head's still missing.
No, it's not.
Oh well, it's very delayed then for me.
It's delayed. I promise you it's just a delay. Ah,
Okay.
fuck penis. I can't find my head. Can't find my eyewear glasses. Where did I put them? Do I need them? Yes, question mark, but whatever. I can't find them.
I like what you said.
Pardon?
Fuck penis.
Fuck penis.
Teaching all the kids here new words.
New chain of words anyway. I'm sure they know what fucking penis is.
Yeah, true.
So, I was thinking about it, John, and I think I will do some commission stuff on stream.
Okay.
At least the sketches and stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't feel good enough a lot, so I'm gonna
I'm
try
glad.
though.
I appreciate you for trying.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Well, hello. Hello, every pony. No. Ah, this is tedious. Mm. I lost the sketches for these, so that's why I've been kind of, I don't want to do these because I did them before.
Mm-hmm. How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah, how is every pony? I understand that frustration. I get so mad losing sketches. Oh, it's such a like. Oh, I.
don't blame you.
Slow day. I think that's a slow day for everybody.
I made chicken nuggets for dinner. That's how much of a day it's been.
It's been a day. Chicken nugget time.
Yucky.
I wish I had chicken nuggers. Ah! Oh, chicken nuggies. Nuggers.
I never heard nuggers before.
That's blame my dyslexia for that.
Trying a new hot sauce or sauce of some sort is spicy. And spicy garlic for
Yeah.
my nuggies. Dub sauce.
How is it so far?
Not too bad. A lot of just like hot.
You like hot?
Um, sorry, not hot. Like just spicy tingle in your mouth.
Ah, you like that though?
At times.
I don't like hot stuff at all. Everybody is like surprised when I say that though, to be fair, because my personality is very spicy, but I don't like spice.
Milk. Milk is your spice.
I don't like milk. I don't even like milk. Honestly, my vice is cake. I love
Sweet.
sweet cake.
Because you're my sweetheart.
Mm. What got you into drawing in the first place? You're my huge inspiration as a kid. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it this was me during so I've always drew ever since I was a little baby because my brothers and I are all artists and we would sit at the table and just draw for hours. That's all we did. But the reason why I got into art in general is because one time I drew a bird for one of my teachers, and my teachers loved it so much. She just kept saying like, "Wow, you're such a good artist. You should be an artist when you grow up. Wow, this is so good." And that's when I was like, "I won't be artist." Was because my grade 2 teacher said I was good at art. So that's how I got into art. Was a grade 2 teacher being like, "Wow, you drew a good bird." I used a reference and everything, to be fair. I was like being professional about it, using a reference, Not I didn't even trace it. That's the best part.
Yes.
You okay?
Yep. Just choking on water.
um, yeah. I've always loved doing art and drawing. Art is my passion. Bless that teacher so much. She was probably my like favorite teacher. Um, so I had a weird grade 2 like thing where I had two teachers for grade 2. One in the morning and one in the afternoon. The one in the morning was a bitch. I didn't like her, but I'm sure see like she was a bitch to me, but because she was older and she probably just didn't like my hyperactivity. I was a really hyper child. And I got in trouble a lot because I would interrupt class a lot. And that's
Mm.
probably why she didn't like me as much. But the one in the afternoons was my favorite teacher. Couldn't imagine what would happen if the teacher just went like, "Hey, pretty cool," and just brushed it off. Absolute legend. Honestly, yeah. Especially since at my in my foster home, I didn't have a lot of support either for my art endeavors because both of my brothers were artists. So for some reason, my foster parent liked to make it like a competition. I didn't like it. Like, yeah, you could be that, but your brother is so much better. You should be a dog walker or a dog trainer instead. And I'm like, eh. Or even someone who just cleans dogs. You'd be really good at that. And it's just my real my real go-to is art.
Yeah.
Did your parents approve of your not IT business, IT work?
Yeah. So to an extent, my parents wanted me to actually do my own side business of fixing computers since I was passionate about it.
Huh.
But they were also telling me like set up an LLC, do this. And I'm like, mm, I just want to fix computers. I don't want to make a business out of it. If I make money out of it, cool. But it sounds like a lot more work.
Yeah, I think you're in the business of, hey, tell me to fix computers and I will. Not the kind of guy that's like, you others fix computers and we'll make a business out of it. We'll all fix
Right.
computer because you need more than you can't just be one person fixing computers. You're gonna need some people to do planning and organizing, right?
To an extent, yeah.
So it's
I
like,
would,
ew.
yeah. I wouldn't mind just, yeah, fix computers and be happy.
Oh, don't worry about my foster parents not supporting me. As soon as they found out that I was making money, or they every time I talked, so what kind of money are you making?
Ugh.
I was a foster kid too. Do you still keep in touch with the creators you used to collab with on Flipnote? Um, kind of yes and no. We're kind of all doing our own thing now. I still talk to all most of my Hatena friends though.
And some of them are here, aren't they?
Yeah, some of them are
Andy?
here. And I actually didn't meet Andy on Hatena. I think that was after Hatena.
Oh,
Yeah,
for some reason I thought he was a Hatena
he
person.
was on Hatena. He hated me. I'm never gonna
Oh,
let that down. Now he loves
well,
me.
well, technically he is a friend and he was from Hatena, so
But
yeah.
I didn't talk to him on Hatena was the thing.
I agree to that and understand that.
So the original question, keep in touch with people originally
Yeah.
you talked to on Hatena. And I have to
Original
say,
friends from that, yeah.
and I have to say, no, I don't talk to many of them, but that's because they're busy with their own lives now. Like, they're incredible. I love all my friends. Hateno is such a unique experience, and I think it made incredible people. I've been in foster care also since I was 3 years old.
Hmm.
Did you know that, John, or did I never tell you?
One more time for that?
I was in foster care since I was 3 years old.
I believe you told me that, yes.
Okay, thank God. I don't want you to be like, wait, you were in there for how long?
I knew it was young. I guess I didn't realize how young.
Pretty young. I was in foster. I was a foster kid since I was 4. Man, it's so weird being in foster care and like especially since when you're younger. It's such a different experience than like being in foster care when you're like older, I find.
Yeah.
Because like for me it was like, "Oh, this is normal. Yeah, some kids go through this. This is fine." Not really realizing, "No, this is more unique than you think, Archie." But then you realize like a lot of people have problems with their family. And it's like, I guess I'm not as broken.
To each their own, of
Exactly.
course. I know for myself, depending on different things, I since I was a kid, parents knew I was going to go into IT work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, on top of 8 years old asking Santa for a laptop for Christmas. Uh, or when I was 2 or 3 years old and I broke a college computer. reaching above my head typing, and they're like, "Ah, no, he won't break anything." Then they look over again, like, "Oh God, he changed the password."
Oh God, he changed the password. He didn't
But
exactly break it. Didn't help the situation either, though.
oh, definitely didn't help the situation. But everyone had their own upbringing, and it helps form us the way we are today.
I love being me.
Hmm.
It's the best thing to be. I think the weirdest experience I ever had during Hatena was probably people pretending to be me, to the point where someone actually tricked a bunch of people into thinking like they were me, and they were like actually friends with a lot of people that thought they were me. So I actually have still people being like, "Hey, are you that person that we were friends a long time ago?" And I have to tell them, "I don't know." Because there was so many people pretending to be me that I don't know if we even interacted or not. I was
That's
like
pretty
that
funny.
too. I was wondering why my parents didn't fight for me as a kid and why I was living with someone else. But when you get older, the dots get connected. For me, like I understood, like I was in foster care because my mom and dad don't get along and they're sick. That's what I was just told. Turns out it's just my mom has issues, and my dad struggled with her kind of issues for a long time. So that's what happened. But as a kid, it was like, yeah, this is normal.
Hmm.
Man, foster care was not ready for a kid like me. I don't think foster care is ready for a lot of kids like me. I remember the clones. Oh, me, that's so scary. I couldn't imagine being young too and dealing with that because you were like 13. Actually, I was 15, 16. So I was dealing with like already with like identity issues at 16. So like having people pretend to be me to the point where someone pretended to be my ex too. And it was just so weird.
That is very weird.
At the time, I couldn't fathom why you wanted to be me. Oh boy, what was it like? What was like the craziest story with one of those impersonators on Hatena that you can remember? Again, it was that one person that had like at least 100 friends, and they had a Facebook. See, at the time I didn't have a Facebook, or I did, I just didn't use it because it was like, who used Facebook in like 2013? No, not 13, 2010 to 12, right?
Yeah, who used that then? Right.
Cough, cough. But it was this person had just so many friends, and I remember trying to talk to them, and they deleted everything. I didn't even have closure. That was the worst part, not getting closure of why you did it. And unfortunately, it happens every year or two. Someone just decides, you know, I want to be Archie for a bit. I'm going to be Archie. And then they're just Archie for a bit. And it's like, you don't want to be me. Why do you want to be me? I'm me. What the heck was their goal for the impersonation? I never understand it. Bro, would they be pretending to be someone else? Why? They well, at the time they weren't my ex, to be fair. They were my boyfriend at the time. And at the
Yeah.
time too, I was very open about my relationship with him. They even got his description wrong. He said he was a twink with like straight black hair. No, he was like a twunk with curly brown hair. And she said that they that he also played um what was it? League of Legends. And at the time my ex actually hated League of Legends. So that was even funnier to me. Where they even got it the they even got the game wrong that he plays. He actually played World of Warcraft and Guild Wars. So they got that game wrong. Just imagine, John, if someone pretended to be you and was like, "Yeah, I play Cookie Clicker."
To be fair, I would play that, but if they started going around saying like I play Halo and Call of Duty,
That's
is
fair, yeah.
I
Like,
love stupid idle games, so Cookie Clicker is something I have wasted too much time in myself.
John, I love you.
I love you too.
There, I fixed up the sketch. Honestly, it looks better than the before one. So I'm happy about that. What was another crazy? I've had people like also pretend to be me, but like in a mocking way as well. That was really weird too. It hurt my feelings a lot too, I'm not gonna lie. People pretending to be me and like
Yeah.
saying things that I wouldn't say. That hurt my feelings so much. It was like there was one called like ShinyEevee Hater, and they had their own like ShinyEevee persona, but instead of like a little paw print, it was like a little do not enter sign.
I'm sorry, that just sounds ridiculous.
I know. I know. And guess what? It hurt my feelings. But I pretended it to not hurt my feelings. Beautiful. By the way, are are you active on DeviantArt? Not anymore. Um, just not my thing anymore. I like communicating and talking to my audience, and I feel like DeviantArt doesn't give me that option to talk to my audience as much as I want to. I love talking to people.
Twitter is a great place if you want to ever reach him.
Yes, actually, I love talking. Just not in DMs. I hate talking in DMs. I have DM anxiety.
I know, I feel the same when it comes to dungeon mastering.
Shut up. I was thinking about that too. I'm like dungeon mastering. I have anxiety. guys know that? I think everybody has anxiety.
I mean, at this point, who doesn't have
You
anxiety?
know, like, what? You have anxiety? I couldn't guess that.
What? Really?
What? That's unfortunate. Anyway, I have anxiety too.
No. Really?
To be fair, most of your audience around the time was like really young, so they probably didn't know any better, but it still baffles me. The thing is, like, they weren't much younger than me, though. Like, at least 2 or 3 years younger than me.
Still felt like high school rules where just pick on the weaker link.
You know?
I mean, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Hi, Ren!
Hello, Ren. Containing myself.
Containing yourself. Oh, I know what you want to do.
Yes.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Hi, Quick!
Hello, Quick.
There. That's all set up to ink.
Woohoo! I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, John.
You're very, very welcome.
Okay. I'm gonna um well, it's been an hour, so I'm gonna take a moment.
Take a moment. Work on.
Take a moment. Just that's it. Take a moment.
Perfect.
So what's everybody doing tonight? On this fine Tuesday again, no problem.
I am vibing.
What are you playing?
Come
Arceus?
on. Yup. Con Alpha Tangrowth.
Ooh, big boy.
Big boy. I like the big boy mechanic. Got some cool and interesting new Pokemon.
I need to finish a commission for some tournament. Awesome. I need to finish a ton of commissions too. Oh.
Big yawn.
Right, time to open up the ref that I need. Reference. Be right back.
Big yawn. It's the me show now.
Well, keep going. It's the you show.
Oh, you said you were being right back, so I.
Go on then.
I was being silly.
You're very silly, my love.
Also, welcome back. I love you.
I love you too. I know that Fursona. She's my friend. Well, she got a flip note commission.
Nice.
macaroni.
Hey, macaroni.
Oh, I want to make some fan art for you, Archie. Are you most active on Twitter? Yes, I am. I am the most active on Twitter.
Active than anyone else in the world. You are the most active.
I am the actor.
As you yawn. I know.
I got you to yawn though.
Shut up.
Haha, you empathize.
Haha. I'm a dork.
Who's your favorite original character that you have right now, by the way? Ooh, Van. I like drawing Van a lot.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But if it were back in the day, my favorite was Barky. Um, but currently would have to be Chalky. She's one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greeting, it's dark chocolate day. Wow, you like dark chocolate, love. You should get some.
I do. I did have some dark chocolate earlier today.
You celebrated dark chocolate today. Congrats.
Yes. Unintentionally.
Unintentionally.
I should actually.
What should
That
you
does
do?
as mentioned before, I should order groceries before the snowstorm.
You should.
So
Is
I I'm
is anybody else getting that snowstorm, by the way? Just wanted to ask that. Go on.
I was gonna say in terms of that, I think some people had already gotten it because some people are experiencing it from probably experienced it first on the East Coast.
That's probably true. Um, by the way, I have other I do use other websites just as long as you direct me to where you drew it. Um, if you want to know all my sites that I have, just go on vanderdeer.card.co, and those are all my accounts, and all you have to do is tell me, and I will jump on that account and show off what you made for me because I love showing off what people made me. It's one of my favorite things because so many people are talented and they love art.
It's looking really cute so far.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Just a whole lot of heat waves and lightning strikes. Whew! Way other on the way other end of what we're experiencing, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rin, sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart.
I know, right?
We love you, Ben.
One second. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. And another sketch was finished for your commissions. There. What happened to with Pseudomeno, by the way? I heard the creator's a creep and got called out. Know anything about that? Yeah, I don't use it because very early on he made a Facebook post saying children can't be asexual or gay because they didn't experience sexual stuff yet, and where they can't know what they want except, you know, being straight. Not a great thing to say to a gay trans man, or at least a closeted gay trans man at the time. So, yeah, I didn't want anything to do with that guy. He was really weird. I talked to him once, and I talked about going to bed and going into bed with my boyfriend to sleep, and he got really weird, and he was like, "You shouldn't be doing that if you aren't married." And I'm like, "Why does it matter to you? You're not marrying me."
Oh,
Yeah. So that happened to me.
apparently, also banned LGBT people on the site.
Yeah, actually, that was another thing. If you made anything LGBT, he would ban you. He also creeped on girls. So, moving on. No, I don't go on pseudo memo. Dork with high negative connotations. Well, I know one time I don't know how he did this, but he was able to track his friends like phone and like through Google Maps and watch them like do their routine. And like one time he messaged them out of the blue and being like, "Why are you out at 6 o'clock at night?" and showed a screenshot of them like out at like the map of where they were. And it was like, I do track and field. What the fuck are you doing though? Yeah, sorry to bring it up, but it was nice to see you making flip notes a little bit anyway. Stopped using pseudo a while ago because I heard of this years ago. It was super creepy. Bro, banning LGBTQ stuff is pure cringe, and that's yikes to know about the creator of pseudo memo. He's super religious, super Christian. Uh, yeah, not my thing. Not to mention also, I have poor eyesight now. I cannot animate on my DS anymore, as well as I cannot animate on my DS, my not my DSi, my 3DS because my battery got fat.
Yep.
If you'd like to
That's
explain
fixable though.
what that means, love.
The battery got. Oh, there's a fatty piece in the chicken nugget. What that means overall is uh the battery either got overcharged or corroded and started expanding.
Hmm. So yeah, that's what happened. So I'd rather do my own like little thing. I've always kind of done that since the beginning of time. So I'm glad that some people are here to look at my little adventure. I'd love to animate again, even if it is or isn't Flipnote. Bro, Archie, if you need a new 3DS XL battery, I got a few spares. I'm okay. Honestly, I need John to help me fix it anyway. So a
Yeah.
guy made a call-out post on Fox and had receipts about talking inappropriately to minors. For some reason, the video but disappeared though. There was a whole lot of behind the scenes. Apparently the guy pseudo fox doesn't work on pseudo memo anymore and was taken control by his friends. That's all I heard though the last time I heard about this drama. Not my like apparently um oh, I saw some of the stuff he would say publicly anyway about being a Christian and stuff. Um but never saw the minor stuff. So, but I saw that video too, actually. Wait, DS batteries can expand? I think all batteries can, right, love?
Yes. Usually the metal batteries tend to expand, or not expand, but like leak battery fluids instead. The reason they expand is because they have a casing around it that can expand.
Thank you, love.
Yeah.
You explain things so well.
Yeah.
Forget how to. There we go. Hey, did you chew on your stylus? Well, my younger sister used to do that with mine all the time, and it was the worst. I used to stick it in my ear. That's probably
Better
why I
than
have
your
hearing
nose.
issues. What were you gonna say, John?
I said better than your nose.
You know, for my ears, it was like, ooh, hee hee, tickle.
Hee hee.
But yes, I would also chew on my stylus until they would break. Well, because when you're working on stuff and you're thinking about stuff, you just kind of start chewing on stuff. But at one point, I chewed my stylus too much, and I had to use yeah, a pen. Not a great thing to use on a DS touchscreen.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, I scratched up my DSi screen pretty bad. Man, if you saw the condition of my loved DSi, my blue one,
Yeah.
I think we would need to replace the everything.
Yeah.
It's okay. It just means you be in the zone. I use a mechanical pencil. Now the styluses are too small. I used to chew my styluses. I got way better. I still sometimes chew my tablet pen. Not as bad though. There's not it doesn't have that little chewy bit. That's the best part is that little bit that you could get your like little tooth in and go like a little
Yes.
chipmunk.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about too?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So satisfying.
Yes.
I had a DS Lite that survived falling off my bike mid ride. You know? Hi,
I
hot
think we
dog. I had a DS that fell off my bed and broke immediately. So I mean, like, I used to sleep with all my stuff on my bed. I still do. Were you using a were you using a pen in I made foot float video? I think I'm remembering wrong. I'm not sure if I did or not. I don't think I was. I think I was using my original blue stylus I still had. Yeah, my siblings broke it when they dropped it from like 3 feet. Why are we talking about chewing? Because I have
Num num num
sensory
num num num.
problems.
Yum 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 yum.
It's called stimming. We got macaroni and hot dog. Oh my god! We just need chicken wing. Who will be the chicken wing? I used to chew a lot of things. When I was a kid, I used to like swallow whole ass rocks. I had pica. I still have pica. I still have cravings to eat inanimate objects. I can't relate with stuffed chewers. I have pica, so like it had to do with malnourishment for me
Yes.
and bologna. You're right, Rin. We need bologna and chicken wing.
Speaking of bologna, I need to put down my game and look at food to order for grocery shopping
Do your thing,
before
my
the
love.
winter storm
Before
hits.
the winter storm.
Before the storm has
Before the
come.
storm. Eating rocks. I still bite my nails because of anxiety. Lol, it's a bad habit. I do too. I really have a bad habit of biting my nails. I know someone who has that actually. It's a very real issue. Yeah, see, since I was unmonitored as a kid, I just indulged in my pica when I was a kid. See, as an artist and having pica, you have some materials you can eat. My favorite was paper. I really liked eating paper. It still is a problem. I still have cravings to eat paper. But that's because I genuinely had eating problems when I was a kid. I didn't like eating. Eating was just the worst thing. It still is. I still struggle eating.
Yep,
But I'm getting better. I'm actually eating real food.
that is true.
I ate paper when I was 9 because that one Adventure Time episode where Jake eats a drawing of himself. Cartoons and like TV shows are the worst for pica eaters because they see something and they're like, "Oh, that looks so fucking tasty." I was like that with paper. Whenever I saw someone eat paper on TV, I was like, that looks good." I have a strong urge to eat glitter. That's another really really hard one for me to not eat is glitter.
Yeah,
I don't think the urge really goes away. It's more that you're able to stop those urges. Exactly, right? It's as a kid you have no impulses. You just do it. As an adult though, you can stop those impulses. I used to love to chew on random shit like my sleeves and it makes so many holes. I was the same way. Actually, I have a funny fucking story about that. So, when I was a kid, I would go to camp for a week or two. And one time I went to a camp that was boys included. Ooh. And
ooh,
ooh, even though I had no interest in boys at all at that age. Ooh. And
a boy going to boys camp.
at that time I was like, I have no interest in anyone. I'm just me. Um, but one night I was bored and I was like, I'm going to chew my pillow all night. And I did. And I had a huge rash on the one side of my face.
I thought you said licked your pillow.
I lick or chew.
Motion.
It was a good variety of mouth motions. And um yeah, huge rash on one side of my face. And my foster mom picking me up, driving me home from camp was like, "Why do you have that on your face? Were you kissing boys?" And you can't say no, foster mother. I was chewing and slicking on my pillow all night because I was bored. Wait, I think I remember this story. Yes, seeing someone chew fabric
Yeah.
makes me shudder and give me chills. I can't do it anymore. I can't chew fabric anymore. I'm the same way now. Another trigger of mine is styrofoam. I can't touch styrofoam. Styrofoam is the bane of my existence. Disgusting, gross. Ugh, styrofoam. That sound.
That's one of my
Basically, pillow
favorites.
consumption was attempt. What,
Oh
John?
no, styrofoam. I like styrofoam.
You like styrofoam?
I do. I like the sound of it.
Oh, don't do it in front of me, please. Please
I
don't.
won't.
Oh, I can't. Styrofoam is the worst substance known to man. Thank you. Gummy Legos. Yeah, gummy Legos. So you're normal, basically, John, and eat normal things.
Yeah. Had to think for a second. Yeah.
You drew this story on a comic strip, I think. Yes, I did. I did draw this on a comic strip. I hate styrofoam. I hate styrofoam. I hate the sound. I hate the texture. I knew one person that couldn't touch paper. They didn't like the texture of paper. And every time she touched paper, she had to wash her hands. I still get major fidgets because my ADHD never went down. I've managed to make this far without taking meds for it, though. Same exact way. Still haven't taken meds for my ADHD. I did once and had a terrible, terrible time. It was with Ritalin, and I haven't had it since what was the last time I think I was 12 when I had Ritalin.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. What's your favorite textures, John?
Mhm. In terms of what?
Like things you would like to feel.
Well, I cut my hair short. It's a buzz cut.
Oh,
Like
I want to
feeling
touch
that.
your head so bad. That's my favorite texture too, actually, is shaved head. I like the texture. I used to chew on those cheap rubber balls that look colorful like lollies, stuffed with the whole thing in my mouth, and went to town. I did that with buttons and marbles too. Those meds wire you hard. I had a whole ass psychotic breakdown because I got sick and I started hallucinating, thinking a car burst through my window and that evil villains took over the world. I got off them the next day. I like breaking icicles. I know you do, Corey. I always felt like those meds never helped. It just made you more convenient to deal with for other people. That's why I refused to take them. See, I don't even remember when I would take them. That's the thing. I would just be blank, like non reactive. I feel you. That stuff just makes you docile. I was a very hyperactive kid, so I had an off-brand Ritalin that was basically the same thing, but it had the same effect. And let me say, the way they messed up my entire existence, it was crazy to think I used them for like 9 years. Jeez, you slap bald shaved heads. I still remember that one time. John, I'm sorry. One time before we were even dating, John showed me a picture of him, and I said, I want to slap your bald head, and he took it as the worst way. I'm so sorry still. I said it lovingly. I still want to do it lovingly.
I know.
Am I digging myself a grave?
Yes. Ever so slowly.
John, I love you.
I love you too.
Be mean to me too, that way we're even.
Nah, I love you.
I love you too. When you're done taking a bath, then you feel your hair after it dries and it just feels amazing. Yeah. Part of me wants to take an ADHD med to feel normal or something, I don't know. A plus plus pickup line. I want to slap your bald head. You have to put in quotations lovingly. John, how did you take it? Remember, I need to know. How did you take it again?
I thought you hated it, the idea of it.
No, no, no.
Literally took it the worst way possible.
What's the weirdest commission request you've ever got? See, I didn't get the weirdest commission drawing wise, but I had the weirdest commissioner. That's a whole ass story. Where this guy was like, my mate broke up with me. Okay? So I can't get this commission, though I really want to. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My mommy gives me money for commissions. Okay. If I paid you money, will you send me pictures of your feet? No? Oh, even if it's socks? With socks on? I thought you didn't have money for a commission. I don't. My mate broke up with me and I'm really sad. I bought pictures of paws. Would you like to see? Okay. I really wanted that commission. This was 2015. And I really just wanted the money. And I didn't want to block him. Because he was like, yeah, I'll get the commission later. It was just Anyway, that was the weirdest. That was the weirdest by far, was someone asking me for feet pictures instead of drawing. I'm like, buddy, that's not my thing. My thing is drawing.
That was pretty good.
But yeah, that was probably the weirdest reaction. Oh. And then he started going down a list of his fetishes, and I was like, oh.
Buddy, I don't care. You can't pay me enough to
You
care.
can't pay me at all to care. Another really weird commission I got was can you please draw Jimmy Neutron emojis? You could have drew them. Yeah, but then I'll have to draw feet. And I wanted to draw icons. It was Christmas icons. I was excited for them.
Mwah.
I've never really gotten weird commissions before, just really weird commissioners.
Hmm.
But boy, I love those weird commissioners.
I can feel that sometimes.
They make my day a little bit better. And then they don't know boundaries and keep talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like I was one of those.
Oh, really?
You're in there.
Nah, you were fine, John.
Okay.
Maybe once in a while when I was busy, I was like,
I gotta talk to this person.
oh,
Ugh.
talking.
Why?
Ugh. Not this person, just talking in general, I didn't like.
I know.
DMs are fucking awful. I had a drawing request from someone who was super weird and awkward. They sent me like a porn reference template and asked me to draw my persona doing those poses. That's more often the case. Most people ask for outlandish commissions are very straightforward and no nonsense about it. That alone makes it eerie, lol. You're right, though. Weirdness is the spice of life, but you know what they say, never too much spice. And then, to be honest, same Kirby.
Yeah.
You okay, John?
Yeah.
I
Very
love
much
you.
okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
DMs are the dark alleyway of online socialization. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'd rather be in a public space than a dark alleyway. Even though it's my alleyway, I still don't like people there. What you up to?
Me?
Yeah,
Still playing Pokemon.
yeah. What you doing on Pokemon?
Fighting currently a Geodude.
Fuck that dude up.
I did.
Fuck.
And I'm currently just exploring new areas.
Makes a good story out of it, though. Yep.
Checking out all the areas I can to maybe find some new Pokemon. I know later on I'll find the new Sneasel.
To be fair, too, also thinking about it, I have such bad memory that any bad experiences that I've had during commissions, I've like had 100 good ones. So like I don't really try to remember the bad commissions as much as I do remember the good ones. Like John here has always been a very good commissioner to me.
Yeah, I don't bother Archie that often.
It's like it's like reading comments. You can read a billion good ones, but you can always remember the one mean comment. So true. Which commissions do you think you're the most proud of? Might be a tough question. Ooh. Well, I may need to go into. Well, this one actually I was quite proud of was this commission here because I was challenged to use black, red, and blue without any white, and I think I did a good job.
Yeah.
Um, but if it wasn't Flipnote related, what would be my favorite?
Hmm.
Let me go into my commissions. I was quite proud of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a good job with the shading there. So that one's probably my one of my proudest. Um, I was pretty proud of this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a long time. I've been drawing for a long time, so it is hard to pick a favorite all time. But those are more modern favorites.
Yeah. There's also like a 20-second delay for me, so I apologize.
Oh, I know. I love trying to. I love doing more busy pieces. Nowadays, now that I have tools that I can make very busy looking pictures. So, what do you want to do after this, love?
A few different possibilities of what we could do.
Yeah.
Hang out. Uh, Continue watching our show.
Yeah. We're watching this show on Netflix called Sex Education. It's really good.
Very entertaining. I laugh a little bit because we're like, haha, we're invested on the lives of children.
It kind of reminds me of like my years
High
of
school.
school.
Yeah.
What could be your oldest drawing that you're still proud of? I can tell that your favorites change a lot since you're always improving. Ooh, that's a good question because I gotta know then is the oldest from what era? Because there's a couple that I could choose that I really like. If it's from like 2011, I could probably I could probably find one that I'm still proud of. Let's see. Which one took it? Oh, this one actually I was pretty proud of. So let's click that one. And I'm looking for ones that took me more than like 10 minutes. I was really proud of this one because this was the one that I drew the most characters on. Also has my name. I did not do a good job coloring in the lines. And then the one from another one from 2011 that I'm proud of is this one. I thought I did a really good job with that one. But yeah,
Oh
those
my
are.
gosh.
Hmm?
I found a shiny Ghastly.
You should have found a shiny Ghastly?
Holy shit.
Pog.
That's hilarious because it looks just like a normal Ghastly.
That's awesome.
Just as soon as I started the battle, it shined, and I'm like,
Uh, Pog.
yo.
Of all
Just got.
time. Let me find my all time then. Because that's an easy one. Where are you? Where are you? Found it. It's one of your favorites too, John, that you said that you liked.
Which one?
The one with E Kirby.
Ah.
I think that
E.
one will have to be my favorite all time. If not, that one that I did that's this one. I also am very proud of this one because it's different.
Hmm.
I love Ghastly. Been playing Duke Nukem 64 lately, and man, this version is so good. Very fun, shooty, bang bang game. Big toothy grin. Yes.
Yeah. Now I know which one you're talking about.
Yes.
Still hasn't appeared on stream yet.
Womp womp. Yes, that's actually what I was going for is street art. I made a couple too. Um, One that seems to be everybody's favorite though would have to be this one that everybody seems to love. And then I made one for John. It's otter playing a saxophone because he likes
Yeah.
otters and he plays saxophone.
Yeah.
So I made this one for John. Also, the little song that he's playing on the saxophone is a little Kirby melody.
Might not realize that.
The aliens would make such a good shirt. Actually, it is a shirt on my Redbubble. Ooh, add more to the list because I love that too. I think yeah, Quick has the shirt that I made too. Does anybody want a link to my red bubble? I'll get the link to the shirt too.
I think Ghastly was a good find. I was trying to get a Patchery shoe.
Well, it's telling me to log in. Well, I can't log in right now. You guys are just gonna have to find it. Fuck you! Did you catch the Ghastly?
I did. I like threw a ball at it like immediately. Now I'm rushing over to a time distortion field. That is a new thing in the game to get where there's a break in the dimension.
I see.
So I could find things like Porygon showing up. That is a Torterra. I'm not gonna mess with it.
Oh, thank you. Yep, there was a merch store back in 2011 too. Didn't work out. No one bought shit. People will buy this stuff now, though. I think Ren already linked the shirt at the top. Thank you though. I also made other little designs on there. So if you want to check out the other things I made, yeah. I even made a Chow shirt if you like that thing still.
Who doesn't like Chow?
I love Chow.
Of course, I don't have room in my satchel now for anything. Discard, discard.
I want a boom mug now. That I'm thinking about it now. I have sticker anxiety. I want to buy a sticker book so I can put stickers in and collect stickers again. I love collecting stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What fresh hell awaits me in this
What fresh
time
hell awaits
distortion?
me.
I
That's
feel
not a
like that.
confident man sound.
No, because sometimes Pokemon show up at like three at a time, so I can't just target one Pokemon.
Mmm.
There is an Eevee.
Me? There we go. Finished the line art for another commission. Yay! I'm getting things done, John. Be proud of me.
I am very proud of you.
Yes. All right, I'm going to take a moment and then I'm going to work on personal stuff now because I was a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the story for Old Hideyoshi still the same? Blackout? I'm very embarrassed by it still. I had a criticism given to me, which was like an essay or two long about all the flaws and stuff about Blackout, and I was like, I never want to make it again. But I've been struggling to make it because so many people want it too. It's been hard.
Got the Eevee.
You caught the Eevee?
Yes.
What are you naming it?
Great thing is I can name it later. I don't. They what they do is they don't ask you to name it after catching it like modern game. They
Oh.
once they're in your party, you can rename them. Or if you go to the guy who is the living PC, I like to refer to as that since he's like, "Oh, which ones do you want from your pasture?" And he basically fetches someone to get you your Pokemon.
Never remind people of their old stories from when they were in their angsty teen years, lol. I think you tried to revisit Blackout a while ago. I think you stopped 2016-ish. Hun, I've been trying to revisit Blackout every single year of my life. I never stopped thinking about it. My story? I just, I'm embarrassed by it.
Oh.
I feel a lot of shame through it because a lot of people looked up to me for it. So many people asked me questions. Not to mention, like, I'm going to be real and honest, I don't read books. I don't read. However, I love the idea of making a story. I love the idea of creating stuff.
Driftbump, where are you? Like, oh my god. Oh, it's behind me. I was like, hold on a second. What's attacking? Why is there a Drifblimp and where is it attacking me from? I only threw a ball at Porygon. I am so sorry for interrupting.
You're okay, my love. I also heard about the new way evolution works, and I think it's such an improvement. Is that for Pokemon?
Yes. Yeah. You get to decide when to evolve.
Oh, interesting.
So they can level up and then you just choose, yeah, evolve now.
Don't let those criticism get to you, man. All that matters is that you're making it out your own enjoyment and inspiration. It's your original characters after all. Yeah, but at some point I feel like some of these characters aren't mine anymore. So many people have tried to take them. So many people have adapted them. So many people have kind of taken my own story too and kind of readapted it for their own selves because I wasn't doing enough for them. It's there's a lot of doubts. There's a lot of insecurities, a lot of things that I struggle with still because of I guess who I am as a person. I'm a very sensitive person. And I want I'm a perfectionist. I want to be the best. And if I feel like I can't be the best, I won't do anything at all. And I know that's not great productive behavior. And I'm trying to work on it.
I'm
If you
proud of
kick,
you though for trying to work on it.
thank you, John.
You're welcome. Sound like you needed to hear that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you kickstart Blackout again, add my cool Blackout OC, Craig, because I'm cool and awesome. Only if you pay me.
That's the Kickstarter. You pay enough.
Yep. They'll be like $1,000 though, because like I like the money. And what could I do with Craig in my OCs? Truth be told, all my characters in Blackout are based off of myself. All of them. All of my characters are pieces of my personality. So Craig would be a little out of place, unfortunately.
Like smiling friends Shmormu.
Yeah. I will pay 500K for Craig to be canon. He'll die after like one panel, but that's okay. That's if Blackout's a comic book. That's another thing. I'm not as fast when it comes to drawing anymore. Comic seems like a lot of work for me. I'm scared of making it and not many people liking it. I have to put
Yeah.
so much effort into things now, and I'm scared of putting into effort in something that no one will like as much or not care for as much. How much to put Master Chief in? You couldn't pay me enough to put Master Chief in. Sorry.
All those licensing fees. Like,
I
oh my
know, right?
god, no.
Can I say that I'm honestly happier that Zach went with making Smiling Friends rather than keep trying with Hellbenders? I can agree to that too. I think he needed something a little bit fresh. What would you realistically do with Blackout if you got $1,000 for it? $1,000 to do Blackout. I would probably want to hire another artist for myself. That's one thing. Um, and probably, um, yeah, probably just hire another artist to help me out. Maybe hire a writer too. I feel like I'm not good enough, is what I'm saying. Have you thought about bringing a good team together if you really, really wanted to get Blackout out? I've tried to get a team as well, and unfortunately, I'm very aloof. I have days where I just don't want to talk to people, even though I love talking to people. I'm a very sad person.
You're my boyfriend and wonderful.
I love you too. You're wonderful too, John.
Mwah.
I'm getting better. And
You are.
one day, you could hire a team of colorists and co-writers. That would be awesome, honestly. I think I need to step up of the plate. I know it's mostly my problem. Remember the Ask Blackcoat Tumblr? Yes, I remember that. I remember it fondly. Um, at one point though, I wasn't able to run it anymore because I was taken out of my foster home and put into a group home for a year with no internet. So I that's actually what happened in 2012-13 for that one gap of lackluster content. That's actually because I was without internet for a year. most comic book artists like Stan Sakai just draw without coloring. Other people do that. That's the thing though, is like I think with my characters are they're essential for them to be colored. Color is very important to me. This is Fairman. Should we change the topic? Is it a little touchy? It's tender, but I'm happy to open up about this. I haven't been able to talk about blackout in literal years because of my anxiety, but it's nice to come out and talk about it and talk about how I feel about it. If you ever make a team for blackout, count me in because I never have anything better to do. Oh, hun, you have like
You have
college
like seven.
courses.
You have several projects that you're working on.
Yeah, exactly, hun.
You have Smash Remix. You have college class. Plenty of time, my butt.
Nothing better to do. Oh,
This kid right here. This jokester right here. What a crazy mook.
see, and this is where hiring artists would come in because then I wouldn't have to do the hard work. Sketching is hard for me to do. Inking is hard for me to do. Coloring is hard for me to do. Shading is a whole other animal. Shush, I put them under the rug for a reason. Wow, that gap actually explains a lot. Yeah, I didn't have internet. I was in a group home for a year. And actually I vividly remember making the cooler than you flip note in the group home, and everybody in the group home was like, "Wow, you're actually really good at art." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, right?" They liked my animations there. And I remember uh, going to Tim Hortons to get their free Wi-Fi to upload the cooler than you flip note.
Like McDonald's Wi-Fi, but Canadian.
Pardon?
I said it's like McDonald's Wi-Fi, but Canadian.
It was the closest thing to walk to.
Oh no, Street Pokemon. I am.
You
Hold
know,
on.
have you ever been a year without internet?
Not internet, but definitely TV. Longer than a year.
Same here, actually.
Like
I was
TV
grounded.
was TV was literally taken out of the house. Like one day, TV was gone. We had nothing to hook up the Nintendo 64 to.
I think I'm going to wrap up stream because I keep yawning. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to stream this tomorrow, get more stuff done, work on this first, and then work on commission second. I think I want to stream tomorrow. Early tomorrow. Not early,
Okay.
early, afternoon.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're off work around that time, eh? That'd be nice.
Or or I go home early,
How
depending
much
on the winter storm.
how much were you typically there, LOL? About a year. Uh I left after
Oh,
Christmas.
hold on.
Okay. I left my foster home after Christmas and was put into the group home. Then when I turned 18, I was taken out of foster care. And yeah, and that's that whole gap where that gap came from was I just didn't have internet. Then I got it back and it was I was back full swing. Homestuck was a thing. Uh that was jarring for me. Homestuck. So many more people. And another thing that I realized the gap of 2012 was people got mean, like meaner, and that made me feel like I had to get mean too, even though I was already pretty. I wanted to get nicer, and then so many people were like, "No, let's be mean." Then I was like, I guess I have to be mean too, but I don't want to be mean anymore. I still don't want to be mean. I want to be a nice person. Oh, Mifty, I had a huge Homestuck phase. I almost got into Homestuck. Almost. Just before I left to the group home, I started reading some Homestuck pages. Um, and then without internet, of course, I couldn't read it anymore. And then when I came back, there was like 1,000 pages, and I was like, I'm not reading any of that. I'll just gain information through my friends.
Osmosis.
Osmosis.
Sorry about that. DoorDash person was calling me saying, "Hey, they're out of this and they don't have this.
Fuck
You want to
them.
replace this?"
Um, so cringe. Lol, Homestuck deft overhyped. Though he's the kind of success story I wish I had though with Blackout. Honestly, imagine if like imagine if Blackout got so big, some random person on some other person's stream who's never even heard of you or talked to you says, "Yeah, I think Blackout's a little overhyped." I would be ecstatic. And that's the kind of success story I kind of want too. He's so unbridledly passionate about his project. He just spent decades working on it. So many people loved it, supported it. It's amazing. I it's really cool, and I love Homestuck for that reason, even though I've never read it. Was that was that gap why your style changed so much all of a sudden? I suddenly changed my art style because when I came back, people criticized me saying that I wasn't changing, that I'm always going to look the same, that and I had a moment where it's like, you know what? Okay, I'll do something completely different. I'm going to try to do the ugliest art style I can think of that I can still tolerate. So I made a really, really ugly art style for a moment. And it actually helped me with a lot of things I make today because I can tap into so many different art styles that I've kind of learned rather than the one that I love so much. I could never get into Homestucks. I had friends who kept telling me to read it. I started reading it. I was waiting for something to happen. And friends kept telling me the story starts later. Keep reading, and I made it to like over 200 pages, and I still didn't start. That's exactly how I felt actually, especially with the black and white noir people. That was probably where I stopped reading. I was like, I don't find this interesting. My ex was so into it. She tried hard to get me into it too. Oh, yes, Hussey is super successful too, but he isn't really a nice person. Oh, that's
That's a
unfortunate
shame.
to hear. I hope
Arch is a
one.
very nice person.
Oh, I hope I can keep up that. I am human and we all have our moments of, you know, pressure. And unfortunately, people who are in the spotlight can't hide their moments of, you know, terribleness. Everybody has terrible moments. And unfortunately, a lot of famous popular people just have that spotlight on them, and you see it more in them, when in reality they they could have just been having a bad day. Or I'm not saying like I don't know what he said or anything like that, so shrug, but that's my own experiences. Oh, it's more so he takes advantage of his fans. Oh,
Mm,
that's sad to hear.
very sad to hear.
I hope that I can be a good person for all of my fans and the people that love me, because it's just an honor that people love me so much. Being in a house where I didn't feel like I was loved, and being on the internet and meeting so many people that I've never even met, never even seen their face, being told, I love you, I love your art, I love what you do. It does something to someone, you know?
Yeah.
And he did some other stuff too, but I won't get into that. Oh, he did some slurs. Cool. Cool. Okay, whatever. Uh, mm. Anyway. I hope I can be better than him.
You already are.
I think the best thing you can be is just open and be human.
Yeah.
I love being human. I love humans. Very human. I still love that video I sent you. This
The,
design is very human.
the design is very human. I was just thinking that.
This design is very human. You are too
The,
humble, man. Keep staying true to yourself. Yeah, his autism jokes were pretty yikes. To be fair, though, the guy has autism himself, and a lot of people who have autism tend to be very harsh on themselves because of, society and what society tells them. So they say it to themselves because, or they say it as, like, as if it's a common thing to say about autistic people when it's simply not true. They're just kind of parroting what they hear through what other people have told them. Because unfortunately, in this kind of society, being neurodivergent is a shameful thing when it isn't. It's an amazing, wonderful thing that so many people can be different. We all have our different personalities and different ways of upon acting and stuff like that. It should be celebrated and should be shamed. And unfortunately, it's hard for people to accept. Yeah, it's really bad that the people put themselves down like that because of hatred spread around. Yeah, exactly. Um, I've known so many people have who are neurodivergent, and they just hate themselves because people told them to hate themselves. When I hear them and they talk about their interests, and they're super passionate about their interests, and they love what they talking about, they love what they do. I think people who are neurodivergent are the most human people I have ever met, because they say how they feel, they love, they love extremely, and I love that.
I
It
apologize. There's one sitting in waiting to be answered for like show it or hide, and I was not sure whether to show it. think we moved well past whatever the top specific topic was.
Sorry.
Oh no 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 no! It's no worries. I didn't know how to bring it up because it didn't look that great either as a
Oh,
conversation. I'm like, that's
maybe not.
awkward.
It was a way different time back in the early 2000s, too. Let's remember that Newgrounds edgelord humor was a huge thing. Yes, I can agree. I mean, like, I used to say slurs all the time when I was in, like, elementary school. It was just because I heard them and I thought, like, oh, these are words I can say. They're this. They give you a little spicy sandwich, a spicy word sandwich. I
Me,
definitely
me, me,
put
me.
myself down a lot when I was first diagnosed with autism. Yeah, I understand that. When I was diagnosed with ADHD, my foster mom just hid it right under the rug and was like, "Oh, you don't even have ADHD. You're just a little hyper. You're normal. You're normal. You're fine. You're normal." Didn't help. It's like with people who have executive dysfunction and get told it's just them being bad rather than mental stuff. Yes, in fact, I have executive dysfunction really badly. And as a child, I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do everything at once. And because of that, I did nothing. And I was told I was lazy for it. And it hurt because I wanted to do so much, but because of how my brain worked, I couldn't. And as an adult, I can't help but wish they knew what was going on with my brain so they could help me make something so they can help me decide on what I should do first. I really wish that more people asked about how I felt, asked about how I was doing rather than just assuming how I felt or how I was doing too. That was another big problem growing up was people just kind of assumed how you felt as a child instead of asking, you know, just straight up how you felt. I don't know if
Well,
anybody else experienced that.
not particularly, but I can understand that.
I was mostly at school. I would disrupt class because I would be agitated and I would be put into the hall and then I was taught how to calm down. That was my school experience. Being overwhelmed at school and then put at the hall and then told to calm down. Honestly, as much as you give yourself shit for being homeschooled, I think that was the best thing for you. For a lot of kids
Me?
actually. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, for one, you get a lot of support,
I did, but I didn't know how to interact with people, especially when I went to high school.
but you learned
Slowly but surely.
and you were fucking awesome.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Food's arriving, so
Get
I'll
your
be
food.
right back. Yep.
Actually, I think I'm going to wrap this up now. It was nice
Okay.
talking, but I think it's time to get going. It's 8:14. So let's go and watch our stuff and wrap this up.
Yeah. Well, have a good evening.
Let me just
I
talk
hope.
let me just talk to the rest of these people and jump into the call with you, okay?
Okay. Hope everyone has a good time. I'm gonna jump out right now. Bye.
Bye. And now he's gone. I definitely put myself. It's like when people experience that wholeheartedly. I've had situations like that before. I was the weird kid who played Pokemon at recess and avoided everyone else. I was the weird kid that would go in the corner of recess, cover myself in leaves, and sleep. I got overwhelmed with everything easily, and I still very much do. I think I may have undiagnosed ADHD, to be honest, lol, but I haven't been able to reach out. It's a really good idea to reach out and see if you have ADHD or not, because things start to really make sense once you learn. about ADHD, and it isn't just trouble sitting still disorder, that there's so much more than just not being able to sit still, that there's so much that we have to talk about when it comes to ADHD and the struggles that a lot of people face, because ADHD is one of the most diagnosed disorders out there, so we need to learn more about it. Anyway, talk to you all later. It was lovely talking to you all. Like I said again, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow afternoon, early or late afternoon. I won't give a time because I'm bad at this. Like this morning, I said 5, and I started at 6. I digress. I want to do this tomorrow. Thank you all for talking to me. It was lovely, lovely.